Chapter 5, Mishnah 6. The previous Mishnah concluded by stating a rule that utensils that do not become tame can help block tuma when they combine with the walls of an ohel, but not when they are on their own. This Mishnah illustrates that rule. In each of the cases that follows, there is some kind of structure inside a house, and there are utensils inside that structure. The opening of that structure is covered in some way. The question in each case is whether the structure and its covering can save the utensils inside of it from becoming tame from a corpse that is in the house. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. How so? If there is a pit or cistern inside a house, and a large olive basket that is too big to become tame was placed over the mouth of the pit or the cistern, and someone dies in the house, whatever is in the pit or cistern is tahor. Although the pit and cistern are mainly below ground, they have a rim around their opening. This rim is treated as a wall, and the tahor basket combines with it to block tuma from entering the pit and cistern. However, if instead of a pit or cistern there was a well in the house whose top was level with the floor of the house, i.e., it had no rim above its opening, or there was a beehive basket in the house that was open on top, and a large olive basket was placed over the opening of the well or beehive, the utensils, right? The utensils, let's try it again. And a large olive basket was placed over the opening of the well or beehive. Utensils that are in the well or beehive become tame. The olive basket does not combine with the well to block tuma because the walls of the well do not stick up above the floor of the house, and it does not combine with the walls of the beehive basket because the walls of the beehive basket are not considered to be the walls of an ohel. The tuma therefore enters the well and beehive basket and makes any utensils inside of them tame. Although a utensil cannot block the tuma from entering the well or beehive basket, something that is not a utensil can. If the object placed over the top of the well or the opening of the basket was a flat board or a wooden plate that has no sides, what is in the well or beehive basket is tahor. A flat piece of wood or a flat wooden plate is not considered a utensil, and something that is not a utensil can block tuma even without combining with the walls of an ohel. Can block tuma even without combining with the walls of an ohel. It is only utensils which must combine with the walls of an ohel in order to shield that do not shield unless the ohel has walls. However, the things that are not utensils can shield from tuma even without combining with the walls of an ohel. Therefore, the piece of wood or flat wooden plate that was placed over the opening of a well or a beehive basket blocks tuma from entering it, even though the well and beehive do not have the walls of an ohel. The Mishnah now teaches how high the walls of an ohel must be to allow a utensil to combine with it to block tuma. And how high must the wall of the ohel be for this law to apply? At least 1 tefach. The next ruling of the Mishnah is based on a law the Mishnah has not said explicitly. We learned above that if an olive basket covers a well without a rim, it does not shield it from tuma. This is true only if the olive basket itself does not have walls that are a tefach high. But if the olive basket has walls that are a tefach high, and the basket is placed upside down over the opening of the well, the basket combines with the well to shield the inside of the well from tuma. Thus, a well can be shielded by a utensil placed over its opening in one of two ways. Either by a utensil with little or no rim, in a case where the well itself has an above-ground rim 1 tefach high, or by a utensil with walls 1 tefach high, in which case the well does not have an above-ground rim measuring a tefach. The Mishnah now qualifies this rule. However, if the well had the needed tefach, but it was made up of half a tefach from here, the walls of the utensil, and half a tefach from here, the rim around the well, it is not considered to be a wall, unless it has the height of a tefach around its opening from one source. The walls of a well do not combine with the basket unless one of them is a tefach high above ground.